So ladies and gentlemen, I want to cover you now. What are the common functions which are applicable for any collection? Any collection. But here we have something like already just there is some len function is there. Okay, these are the common functions. Now I am writing some list of functions which are commonly used for any collections. Then you can observe this what here friend, just len function, sum function, min function, max function, all function, any function, we have these functions are there. So these functions are there. What here friend, this is a way. But ladies and gentlemen, these are the functions or which are common for any iterable collections. See if you notice what is the syntax for this one, length of iterable, sum of what your friend iterable, min of what your friend iterable, min of iterable. Likewise, this is a way. So min of what your friend just min of iterable, then what your friend that's max of iterable, max of iterable, all of what your friend iterable and any iterable. I want to cover you these methods. Now your attention is really matters. Focus please. And these are the common used functions for all collections. Yes. Now I want to go with something like this. What is the use of the len function? In fact, it is always returns. Okay, it is always what your friend always returns number of objects existed in the number of objects are existed in the what your friend existed in the iterable collection. Yes, existed in the what your friend in the iterable collection, my dear friend. Iterable collections. Iterable collection both are same. You can say iterable or collection, or we can say it as what your friend even sequences. So this is what exact the function len. What is the len function will do, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, it is always used to return. It is always returns number of objects are existed in the iterable. So what is it? Can I take one list collection? Yes, list collection, tuple collection, string collection. Hey, yes, you can use it. So ladies and gentlemen, now we can observe this. Sir, I will be taking some items like this. I want to know how many items are there in it. So just what here friend, simple len of LST. What is that LST? Is a list collection. Now it is counting total number of objects are there in it. 4, 5. It is counting total number of objects are existed in that and returning. So just for you to get an idea, so just NO. NO means what? Number of objects, because length function returning some value of type what? Integer. So it is counting total number of objects are existed in that, and it will displaying what here friend something like number of objects are. Number of objects are what here friend just NO. Yes, number of objects are NO. Let me run this one, my dear. Go to the run menu and click on run module. It will count the number of objects are there in the list collection and it shows you. Even if you want to print that list collection for understanding, you can print LST. So we can run this one. You will be getting what if a number of objects are there in the list collection. So not only that, my dear, even you can apply on the list, set, tuple, dictionary, or any collection you can use it. That is the reason I am saying that these are the common functions which are applicable for any iterable or any sequence. Good. So now you have to understand one more point here. Wantedly. So ladies and gentlemen, wantedly, I'll be writing something like SC equal to welcome. Hey, it is an object of the what? It is an object of the class string. Yes, it is a string type. String type. Sir, I want to know how many characters are there in the string. The string is also, do you notice that? It is a collection. Then what is that, friend? Just I want to go with, sir, len of yes. It is going to return number of characters in it. Just I want to go with what your friend, something like number of characters with the space. Kindly notice that it always returns with the space. But timing, just we have given only the welcome, no spaces at all. When I run this one, you'll be getting number of characters with spaces what? 7. But do we have any spaces here? No. If you have any, then even that will be counted. You see this wantedly, my dear. I'm giving some spaces. This is okay. So this is actually your string. What is the string here? I want to print the string, and then you can see this. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to close this screen, go to this. I want run once again. You can go with that. Showing you. So just to what if, and this is actual string. I'm saying that number of characters in the what if and just a string object along with the what if and spaces. It will return what if and it will return number of characters that existed in the string along with the spaces. So what I'm saying is this is a what? This is a common function. This is a what if and this is a common function we can apply on any sequence. Any sequence. So now I just want to tell you about what is a sum function, guys. Now I want to cover you sum function. Observe this one very, very clearly speaking. So just I want to take file, new separate file I want to take wantonly. Now this is about what your friend sum function with what your friend iterable. It may be the lister, tuple, setter, dictionary, any iterable, and the sum function will return again some value. It will return some value. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here is some list of elements are there, my dear. We have some list of elements here with me. Sir, I want to find the sum of those elements. I won't find the sum of those elements. So let me just what your friend here is a list. Then you have to use what your friend sum of LST. LST, what is the list variable here? LST. You have to pass the list. So it will taking all the object from the list collection and just what your friend finding the sum of those values and is returning the value or not. Obviously it is returning some value. Then finally, if you want, you can print that result. That is what your friend just a sum of elements. Sum of the elements in LST is, you can print what your friend, yes. You guys does not require to write any logic to find the sum of the elements existed in the list collection. The reason there is some predefined function is already given for you, my dear. You can use it directly. You can use it directly. Let me go with what your friend just a sum demo.py. Yes. Now let me go with that. Go to what your friend just go to the run menu and click on run module and you will be getting the sum of the elements. Sum of the elements. So here you can find what your friend the total, just total objects. Some of the what your friend total objects existed in the list collection. List collection. There is a something like max function is there. Now what is the use of the max function, ladies and gentlemen? Now let me. Guys, I'm requesting you, here just whatever the statements are taken within the 3 single quotation and 3 single quotation close, they are not participated in the execution, you guys already aware. Sir, what is a min function, sir? What is a min? Yes, you understood. What is a min? Again, it will return some value. Again, it will return some value. So my dear friend, just if you notice that we have what your friend min of iterable. Already the list is having some objects. List is having some objects. But I want to see what is the least, what is the minimum value of the list collection. You people does not require to write any logic here. Most of them is ready-made. That is the reason most of the people fall in love with Python. Yes, you can see this one, my dear friend. Observe this one, easy, easy. Then what is my requirement? Just here I am taking min of. So min of what your friend just LST. Min of LST. Then what you are getting something like this, you will be getting the minimum value. So just here getting something like minimum value. I want to go with something like what your friend just min of the LST or minimum value of the list is what your friend just you can print here. Then obviously it will be finding the minimum element from it and just what your friend it will display the minimum value from the list collection, minimum value. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here is what it will display the minimum value of the list collection. But here I want to go something like we are personally requesting you observe this one very clearly about this. So now this is what your friend, there is a something like this A, D, C, B, E like this. We have some characters in this. We have some characters in this. I want to see what is the least minimum character from this list collection. Yes, actually this is what your friend string is. Yes. So that it will shows you the string as it is on the screen. Sir, I want to find the what is the smallest character in the what you find just a string object. Smallest character means what, dear friend? Minimum value. Okay, don't get any confusion here. I will be showing you that min of yes. Then you will be getting what, dear friend, just some minimum character. You will be getting what, dear friend, C. Then what, dear friend, if you notice that minimum character is C. Ladies and gentlemen, sir, how the system will decide the minimum character and maximum character, that is. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said you, every character and every digit will have what, dear friend, will have the special codes are called what, dear friend, just some people are called ASCII values. So we can say ASCII values. If you notice, what is the ASCII value for capital A to Z? 65 to 90. Yes, that way that will be checking. Capital values is what, dear friend, 65 to 90. So small a to z is what, dear friend? Small a to z is something like 97 to 122. So now what is this? What are the characters you have given here? You have given all the lowercase letters. In the lowercase letters, now which is having the least value? Which is having the least value in that characters? Obviously small a. And what is the biggest in that? That is what, your friend, E. Let me check that. So when you press enter, then go to the run menu and click on run module, you'll be getting what, your friend, the minimum character is what, your friend, A. The minimum character is what, your friend, A. This is the way you have to. And ladies and gentlemen, the same way, if you want to get the maximum value, say maximum value of the list. So friends, the same way we have the max function will be there. This is a minimum function. The same way, if you want, you can also go with what, your friend, max function. Yes, you can also go with what, your friend, max function. If you want to see the maximum value of the collection, there is a what, your friend, just we have another functions are given for you. Max. Requesting you all, max of what, your friend, iterable will return some value. Will return some value, we can say. Because that depends. If it is a string type, it may be the character. If it is a number type, you will be getting some integer type. That is the depends. So guys, now I'm taking something like tuple collection. So tuple collection, I'll be taking some values like this, my dear friend. In the tuple collection, here we have some values like this. If you want, we can print this tuple object so that it will be showing you all the objects from the tuple collection. But I want to see what is the maximum element of the tuple. Then you can use max of t. T is a what? Tuple. Tuple is a what? Sequence. Tuple is a sequence. Then what you will be getting said, just you will be getting the maximum value in that. The max value from tuple is. Maximum value from the tuple is what, your friend? Print m. Print m. Let me run this, my dear friend. Then automatically you'll be getting the maximum value from the tuple collection. Maximum value from the tuple collection. Even as I said you, if you want, you can also apply it on the string. If you want to know what is the maximum character, maximum means largest character in the string. Largest character means whose value, whose ASCII value is bigger. That is what I am requesting you to understand technically, please. So this is what, your friend, just you write like this, just what, your friend, D, C, E, F, something like we have written this way. So here is something like G, I was written something H, there is some random strings are given. Random strings are given. But I want to know what is the biggest in that. The string object I want to print yes, the max of yes. It will be taking this complete string and is finding the biggest letter in that based on the ASCII values. Based on the ASCII values. The moment back I said you, my dear friend. Then what is happened now? You will be getting something, right? The max, and just you can take some variable m or anything, no problem. That is max character is. The max character is what, your friend, if you want, you can print that m. You'll be getting the max character, ladies and gentlemen. Then go to the run module, then you will be getting that. So just these are the common functions. So far we have discussed something like what, your friend, sum with iterable. Yes. Next one is what, your friend, something like a len with iterable. Please, these are the common functions for all these sequences. And the next one, max of what your friend just iterable. Next one, min of what your friend just iterable. Yes, min of iterable. But there is a two other functions are there. Two other functions are there. All iterable and any iterable. Yes, we have these two functions also there. But these two functions are little crazy, my dear friend. But we need to put little more attention about this. So little more attention about this. So guys, now you need to check this. So just I want to go with something like new file, and this is about what your friend all with iterable, and just there is a something like what your friend just any with iterable. What is this? What this function can do that? So this is what your friend iterable. So ladies and gentlemen, if you notice it, here I am taking some collection here. I am taking some collection. But requesting you to understand this topic, you need to have some idea about non-Boolean true and non-Boolean false. So to understand this topic effectively, you need to have the good idea about non-Boolean true values and non-Boolean false values. Then only you can understand this topic effectively. Don't worry, I will try to guide you very clearly. Just watch on the screen. So then wantonly I am writing something like what your friend 1.2, and I will be writing what your friend just a number. Sir, here we have some list of items. So ladies and gentlemen, just to be serious about this particular thing. Sir, non-Boolean false. What are the non-Boolean false, sir? Non-Boolean false is 0, 0.0, 0.0, empty list, empty tuple, empty set, empty dictionary, none type. These all are what your friend, these all are non-Boolean false. So 0 considered as a false, 0.0 considered as a false, empty list false, empty tuple false, empty set false, empty dictionary false, empty just none false. And not only that, there is a something like complex figure. 0 plus 0j is also what your friend false. Apart from this, if you give anything, that is considered as a true only. That is considered as a true. But in fact, now what is the all method can do is, what is the all method can do is, kindly observe this, I am writing like this. Requesting you, attention is required. Sir, all of LST, if you write like this, it will be checking each item from the list and which is equal to true or false. So the 10 is equal to true or false. Yet just what your friend 0 only false. Now 10 other than 0 everything is considered as a what true. That is a true. This is also considered as a true. This is also considered as a what your friend true. And this is what your friend none is a false. When all the items of the list is equivalent to true, when all the items of the list is equivalent to true, then it will be written as true, otherwise it will return false. I repeat once again, what is the all method will do, friend? All method, all function will return what your friend will function returns true if and only if all the objects are what your friend just other than the what your friend all the objects are true. All the objects are true equivalent. That's what your friend true equivalent. All the variables are what your friend true. So just what your friend the all function will return so true if and only if all the objects are other than the Boolean false. Or if any values which is other than the Boolean false, then only it will be considered as a what your friend true. Otherwise you will be getting the false. That is the reason this man map is required, my dear friend. You need to have a lot of attention to understand some technical points. So simply what I can say is all the items of the list collection, all of LST. But now you please tell me, all the items of the list collection is equal to true? No. So this is what your friend true equivalent to. this is true equivalent to, this is true equivalent to, but this is false. If any one of the value of the IEEE is equal to false, then all method will return false. Then all method will returns what your friend false. Then is always returns what type? Boolean type. Always returns what your friend Boolean type. For you to get an idea, let me print the list, my dear friend. And after that, what your friend print, the result is what your friend just B. Then you can observe this. You will be getting what your friend just, you'll be getting something like this. What is that output you'll be getting? False or true? Obviously, you'll be getting what your friend false. False. So that means what your friend, all the objects of the iterable collection should be equivalent to true. Then only the all method will return to true. So, okay, I hope you understood, right? All the methods of the iterable collection is other than what your friend, other than non-Boolean false, then only it will be considered as a true. You know, you can take, I want to take LST2. So just one. Other than 0 means what? True. 2.2 other than 0.0 consider as a true. So other than consider as a true. Then I want to give something like now Shashi. Shashi is what? Empty string or non-empty string? Non-empty string. Empty string again leads false. Empty string again leads false. Now you please tell me, as for that, first one is what your friend true equivalent to. Second one is true equivalent to. Third one is true equivalent to. Then all method will returns what your friend true. So before that, you need to understand what are the non-Boolean true, non-Boolean false. Kindly observe this, my dear friend. I will be taking all of LST2. It will take each object from the list collection or iterable collection and ensure that is what true equivalent or false equivalent. If all the objects of the iterable collections are true equivalent to, then you will be getting all function will returns what your friend true. Then you can observe this, my dear friend. Result is there in the B, but I want to print what your friend just a list. I'll be taking another list. I'll be taking what your friend another list. Okay, now you can observe this. But here, this moment you are getting what your friend, you are getting the true. Reason I said you, my dear friend, the system is going to ensure, what your friend ensure all the objects of the iterable is true or false. All the objects are equivalent to what your friend, all the objects of the iterable collection is Boolean true or Boolean false. It will be checking Boolean true or Boolean false. It will be checking Boolean true or Boolean false. But you need to understand, if all the objects of the iterable collection, or iterable is true, then all function will returns what your friend will returns true only. So just if all the objects of the iterable is equal to true, then what your friend, then all function will returns what your friend true. Otherwise you will be getting what your friend false. But before this, you need to understand non-Boolean true. So non-Boolean true. Just you have to give something like non-Boolean false, non-Boolean true. What are the non-Boolean false? Sir, 0 is non-Boolean false, sir. 0.0 is a non-Boolean false. 0 plus 0j non-Boolean false. Non-Boolean false. None is what your friend non-Boolean false. Sir, empty string, sir. Empty string non-Boolean false. Empty list non-Boolean false. Empty triple non-Boolean false. Empty set non-Boolean false. Empty dictionary non-Boolean false. Yes, these all are comes under what your friend non-Boolean. So now what Python interpreter will ensure that all the objects of the iterable collection is non-Boolean true or not. If all the objects of the iterable collection is non-Boolean false, then it will returns true. You see this? Now I'm requesting you in this particular case. Okay, in this particular case, moment back I said you 10. Is this a non-Boolean true or false? Non-Boolean true. 20 non-Boolean true. 1.2 non-Boolean true. None non-Boolean false. If any of these items in the list is equal to false, then result will be false. Now in this case, 1 non-boolean true, 2.2 non-boolean true, string non-boolean true. When all the items of the list is what your friend, just all the items of the collection is non-boolean true, then all function will returns true. Then all function will returns what your friend true. I hope you got the point, my dear friend. That is the reason I'm requesting you required the good attention and required a good knowledge in the previous topics as well. But okay, if you just please don't take light time, I'm requesting you need to take very special care. So simple, that is what your friend, simple. The same way, any. So what is that now, any? What is the use of the any, sir? Let me show you what is a any function can do it. See what is that now? Any of, again what you have to write, iterable. Any of iterable. What is the any of iterable? Again, any of iterable returns what? Boolean type. Very simple, friend, very simple. What is that any function will return? Okay, any function will return true, will return true, will return true if and only if any of the object, any of the object in the iterable is true equivalent, any of the value. So any function will return true if and only if any of the object in the iterable is true. Any of the object is equal to true, any of the iterable is equal to what your friend true, then it will return true. Okay, now you can observe this. Here I am writing for you all these points very clear. Now you please tell me, this is 0. False equivalent or true equivalent? False equivalent. 0.0, false equivalent. None, false equivalent. Empty string, false equivalent. Empty list, false equivalent. False equivalent. But I am giving something like 12. Is it false equivalent to? No, it is what your friend true equivalent to. Then what is that now? You can observe this. The list is what your friend list collection. And I want to go with what your friend any of LST. Any of the iterable is true equivalent to any one of the object in the iterable is true equivalent to, then any function will returns what your friend true only. Any function will returns what your friend true only. Now you can observe this. Let me run this, my dear friend. Go to the run module. You can see this. Because it is a what true equivalent value. Let me do some small change. Sir, here I want to put what here friend empty set tuple. Here I am taking empty tuple. Let me run. All these are false equivalent or true equivalent to. All of the items in the listed collection is false equivalent to. When all are false, then any function will return false only. Any function will return false only. This is somewhat technical, but you need to understand. I hope you guys can understand. So just what your friend, you need to understand multiple times. So you need to check them clearly. So this is all about what your friend just, these are the common used function, my dear. Please don't take like sum with iterable function. And what is that now? Just a min with iterable function. I'll be using all this thing in future classes. Max with what your friend just iterable. The next one we have seen something like len with iterable. And there is a what your friend just we have seen something like what? All with iterable, and any with what your friend iterable. These are the common functions which are applicable for any collection. I hope you got the point, ladies and gentlemen. But requesting you required a lot of practice to get the more concrete in the subject. I hope you got the point. That's all for today's session, my dear friend. Is it clear, all of you? Thank you.